right now I'm just feeding her for settling into a sit position. And she has a hard time keeping still. I know. And I put her on the bed because it's a good way for her to have be more comfortable, have more traction than if she were on the hardwood floor. It's very hard for Bailey to calm down sometimes. So I'm going to try to click and treat when she's silent and being calm and not moving. Just settling into the sit. She has a hard time keeping put or staying. So I'm not going to introduce that cue for a little bit. I'm just going to feed her, click and feed her for being calm in a sit position. I didn't have to prompt her, she offered it. We did a little bit of sitting on the bed the other day. You can see she's starting to get a little more relaxed. So over some time, I'm going to delay my click by a second or two more at a time so that we build a little bit of duration. But as you can see, it can be a little bit of a struggle for her, so I don't want to wait too long all the time and build it too much. Right then I clicked when her tail stopped wagging, so I'm just waiting for her to be still. She eats her food too fast sometimes. You know, just be a more relaxed position. Good girl, that's very good. So today my goals are relaxing in the sit and maybe just working on the duration for now. No distance yet, because distance is much harder. But you can see I'm starting to get a few more seconds here and there than I was in the beginning. That time I counted to 5. And she's getting a little bit frustrated. So again, I just wait for her to be calm. Waited her to be calm for 3 seconds before I clicked and treated. Again, about 3 seconds for that time. 3 that time. Thank you. So anytime she does get uncalm, I just wait until she's calm and give her 2 to 3 seconds before I click. Now she's starting to do better. Counted to 4 that time in my head. That time I made it to 6. 6 again. 4. So I like to vary it. I don't like to make it always harder. 5. 6. 5. 6. 7. 5. 8. You'll notice I always click, then reach for the treat. 6. 'And then I'm going to say, all done, and walk away to give her a break. Good job, because she was doing really well there. I'm going to pet her calmly so she doesn't get too jacked up again. She's like, I want to keep sitting here and eating. It's a good girl. You're doing a great job. She likes to shake. She likes to offer her shakes. I love you too. I love you too. Touch. Oh. Touch. We kind of remember that. So we have been working on hand targeting. Touch. We'll do a little bit of that. Touch. Just so she gets to move around a little bit. Touch. Uh-oh. Oh, now we're getting to a pipe. Touch. Touch. Good girl. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to this. Oh, I'm going to wait till she's quiet. That was 4 seconds. Now I'm going to say, stay. Count to 3, click and treat. Stay. Click and treat. Good job. 6 seconds. So I'm not going to keep saying that cue because she hasn't broken position. So it's just redundant. Again, I'm just going back to building some duration, little bits at a time. And I'm making sure to read her body language a lot. Like if she starts to fidget, but she's looking kind of tired at times. She wants to just, okay, now she's going to be like, I'll prove you wrong. So I have to be careful. She gets pretty bored pretty quickly, even though her eyes were heavy for a minute. She looked like she could take a nap. Sometimes I take a deep breath and try to relax myself so that they can be relaxed. Good job. That time I made it to 10. Good girl.
Yes, and that visually, are you talking about on the lower section where the apartment case factor is? Yeah, if you look at the conveyor, it's changed substantially.
She's learning that it's more rewarding to be calm than not. So even though she gets a little bit worked up here and there, she's learning, like, if I calm myself down, that's what's going to earn me the clicks and treats. Even though this is a really boring exercise, huh? All done. Good girl. Now I want to be careful. You might notice when I say all done, I go like this. I don't want to do that every time over time because I want her to understand that just those words alone mean she's finished with the training exercise we're doing. And she just wants to food. She's a very food-driven girl. But over some more time, she's gonna get when I say that means she can move out of position and she's free. So what I'm gonna do now is switch from sitting into a DOWN, which she hasn't practiced as much. So I'm gonna lure her, and she always thinks I have a treat in my hand, so I don't need to actually put a treat in my hand. But I'm gonna put it up to her nose, and I'm gonna move my hand. She's like pawing at me. Once she's in that position, I'm gonna click and give the treat. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did before with the SIT. And I might move her back more on the mat. I'm actually gonna get a couple of treats to help a little bit, so that I'm ready to reinforce a couple of times as she gets in that position. So I'm doing every second or two right now. Being relaxed on your bed is a good thing. 3 seconds. 4, 5, 3, 4, 'And I will say it's probably easier for most dogs to be laying down than sitting at times, although now she's like, you said the S word. So I'm just gonna point back down. Good girl. And reward her again.
Guys, what, I mean, this exercise needs to be done across all 12 lines ultimately, but what I really
Being a
need
very
is
good
for
girl.
these lines to the right to her correct. Yep, everything in that right hand rectangle running north-south is what I need to mess with. We can hold a little bit, a couple weeks on
Good
the other.
girl.
As long as I can get that one right there done as soon as possible. So it looks like it's right. It's just a matter, maybe we need to add a dimension to where we think that other air junction is. So if we don't need it, no harm, no foul. But at least we have it marked. And then
So again, I'm varying my time.
Can I share my screen for a second? Let me pull up. Let's see, is that enough for you guys?
Girl.
Alright, this is the SPT-1 Master 61670 drawing from Paul.
She might be over this now.
If you look at that bottom right,
Down. It's the time I inserted the cue right before I knew she was going to make it all the way there. So I'm just going to do a few more rounds at a short duration.
This is, to my knowledge, the most recent drawing release by Paul that shows all of them on. You can see the changes into it in regard to what we're looking at.
All done? Yay! Good girl! Good job! So over some time I'm going to be able to lengthen my time, and as she gets really good about settling into either the SIT or the DOWN, I'm going to name those more often, and I'm going to start putting in a stay. But for now I'm just working with, if you are in the position I put you in and you stay there in a calm way, then you're going to get something good. She wants to play. She wants to play. So we're going to take a play break.